What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Joyce, Anthony Joshua, and Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua, of course, are going to fight September 25th. We're waiting for that announcement, by the way, but Joyce backs the fellow Brit to win. Joyce has said he expects Anthony Joshua to knock out Oleksandr Usyk when they meet on September 25th in Hotspur Stadium in London, England. Usyk, who has 18 wins and no defeats, became the undisputed cruiserweight champion by outpointing Murat Gassiev in July of 2018, comfortably outclassing the Russian over 12 rounds of boxing before retiring Tony Bellew in November the same year. The Ukrainian-born southpaw, who is also a longtime training partner of former unified lightweight champion Vasyl Lomachenko, is widely considered to be one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world. But Joyce himself lost on points to the Olympic champion in March of 2013 and believes that AJ will be able to withstand anything the Ukrainian throws at him. He said and told Boxing Scene, "I will happily take on whoever wins, but I would love the opportunity to fight Joshua. I think he will want to fight Fury, so we will have to see what happens there, but I am on the WBO track and looking to be made mandatory. I think Usyk could be a tricky fight for Joshua, but he should knock him out sooner or later, you would think. It is heavyweight boxing, so you never know, but Usyk is no joke. He is an Olympic gold medalist and very skilled southpaw, so he will probably pose Joshua problems with his good footwork and ring craft. I do think Joshua will get him sooner or later." Those are the words of Joyce. Now, let me counterpunch. I sense unbiasedness from this, because he gave legitimate reasons on why he thinks Joshua would get him, but he also gave respect to the man that beat him in 2013, back in March. He has no delusions of grandeur, okay? He knows that Oleksandr Usyk is very tricky. He knows that himself, he's a big guy, 6'4", 6'5", and he knows that this guy is no joke, like he told you, like he said in the article. But he thinks that because of the punches that Oleksandr Usyk, being the smaller guy, he won't be able to hurt Joshua like Joshua will be able to hurt him, and it's a fair assessment, okay? And I think it's also an assessment, though, also based on desire, okay? Not biasness over country, because he's British too. I don't think it has anything to do with it. I think at this point, if you read and you heard what he said, but I would fight either guy, but I would rather take Joshua. And I think he would want to take on Joshua because he's been in there with Oleksandr Usyk. He had the opportunity to fight Usyk on a revenge-like type, level, but Joshua holds the money, okay? I think the desire comes from what comes with fighting Joshua, the perks of getting paid, okay? Because he's sparred with Joshua before. He knows what Joshua possesses, but I think when you talk about Joshua, you talk about the ching. You talk about the money. So him saying that, I think a small portion of that, or a portion of that, has something to do with, hey, I do feel that I would want to fight Joshua, though, over Oleksandr Usyk because of the perks that come with it. But he did say that Joshua should knock him out, but Oleksandr Usyk is no joke. I think that either of these fights will be great, either way they go, however boxing sways. And I think when a person gets knocked out, that snatches all the politics out of boxing for that night, and for that night only. So if Joshua did knock out Oleksandr Usyk, we wouldn't have a fight like we had last night. Counterpunch. See, Jermell Charlo was supposed to done what Joyce said that Joshua will do to Oleksandr Usyk. What if he doesn't? What if he did? What if he had the same type of performance that Jermell Charlo had against Brian Castano? Being the shorter guy, quicker guy, okay? Less effective punch-wise, but has his own effectiveness punching-wise. Okay? What do you think? What do you think will happen with a fight like that? Okay, so that's a lot of things I want people to realize and think about, because just because you're the smaller guy don't mean that, and you're not the hardest puncher and you're not the most popular, don't think that you can't pose a threat to someone bigger. The David and Goliath is true, okay? People look at it as a metaphor, but I look at it as truth. You can be smaller. Look at Manny Pacquiao and prevail. You can be smaller, right? And do what you're supposed to do in the ring based on what you have. That's going to be a very good fight between Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk. And Joshua knows that he's not taking anything for granted when it comes to Oleksandr Usyk. But I think Joe Joyce is picking Joshua because he would desire to fight Joshua on down the line since he's already fought Oleksandr Usyk. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think of Joe Joyce's prediction. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.